Apple admits slowing older iPhones, says it's to prevent battery issues. Apple's iPhone 6, from 2014, includes software that slows it down but also prevents unexpected shutdowns. If you think your older iPhone seems to run more slowly, you're not crazy. Apple on Wednesday said a software feature released last year makes your phone operate more slowly to offset problems with its aging lithium-ion battery. As batteries get older, they don't hold their charges as well as newer batteries, and can have worse problems when the charge is low or the temperature is cold. The aging battery means your phone could have trouble operating or might unexpectedly shut down, as happened to the iPhone 6 and 6s last year. The processors in those devices wanted to hit faster speeds, but their batteries couldn't handle the demand, prompting some phones to simply switch themselves off. To address that, Apple's iOS software, starting with last year's iOS 10.2.1, incorporated better power management capabilities, the company says. The operating system slows down your device to prevent it from shutting down, Apple says, but only in cases of cold temperature, a low battery charge or very old batteries. Now playing, watch this, 3 iPhone battery problems and how to fix them 223. You may be wondering why we can't simply get better batteries. So do consumer electronics companies, which have thrown millions of dollars at the problem, with very little to show for it. An advanced battery startup in California, Invia Systems, a few years ago did some research and found that it took more than a decade, from 1995 to 2007, to double the energy stored in a battery, and since then it hasn't even risen by 30%. Meanwhile, smartphone users continue to look for ways to set things right when their batteries start wheezing and sputtering. Over on Reddit, for instance, the discussion has turned to whether it makes sense to replace an iPhone battery, how to do so and what the consequences might be. Last year's Apple software applied to the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, 6s and 6s Plus and say. This year's iOS 11.2 extended the feature to the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. It will be applied to other Apple devices in the future. Apple said in a statement. Our goal is to deliver the best experience for customers, which includes overall performance and prolonging the life of their devices. Lithium-ion batteries become less capable of supplying peak current demands when in cold conditions, have a low battery charge or as they age over time, which can result in the device unexpectedly shutting down to protect its electronic components. Last year we released a feature for iPhone 6, iPhone 6s and iPhone 7 to smooth out the instantaneous peaks only when needed to prevent the device from unexpectedly shutting down during these conditions. We've now extended that feature to iPhone 7 with iOS 11.2, and plan to add support for other products in the future. The statement from Apple came in response to a report earlier this week from Primate Labs, the company behind the Geekbench processor benchmarking software. John Poole, founder of the organization, said in a blog post that processors in iPhones slow down and decrease in performance as batteries age and lose capacity. Poole explained that users expect their phones to perform the same regardless of how old the battery is, but his tests indicated that wasn't the case. iPhone users have long complained their devices seem to slow down when new models are released. Some have said they believe it to be a purposeful effort by Apple, and other tech companies, to hamper the performance in order to get users to buy new models. Apple has long denied this assertion. For some people, the solution to a slower, older iPhone may be to update its battery instead of purchasing a brand new device. Apple charges $79 to replace the battery of an iPhone that's no longer covered by a warranty. 20 at 1:19 p.m. 21 at 7:36 a.m. PT, added background about battery technology and steps users could take.